After a week of shipwrecks, sunsets, and jungle missions in Oahu, we had just arrived on the big island of Hawaii. Nate and I used to call this island our home. It always puts a smile on my face and in my heart when I think about all the amazing people, places, and insane underwater encounters that I cherish from here. This visit to Big Island would be a short one, crammed full of nonstop diving, van living, and magical beaches. And of course, no trip to Big Island would be complete without a hunt for our favorite cuddly underwater kitties, tiger sharks. Upon arriving to Big Island, our first order of business was to pick up our scuba steed for the trip. This bad boy right here would be our wheels, our bed, our kitchen, and our dive gear locker all rolled into one.
We made it! And now we're about to check out our pimped out ride for the week, courtesy of this lovely lady right here. Morning!
You might recognize Sarah from some of our earlier episodes. You know that friend that you can count on to be down for anything, no matter how crazy the plan is? Well, that is Sarah and her boyfriend Jeff in a nutshell. They are some of our all-time favorite dive partners in crime, and we've done some pretty crazy shit together that has tested my limits in ways that I never thought I would. And since we moved away, they've always showed us endless hospitality every time we return, and this trip was no different.
So what's the rundown on this bad boy?
So bed right there, water over there. This is our desk / prep area, cookware. And solar lights are strung all around the van. And this is our little tiny solar panel.
Oh, cool. So you guys built all this out yourself, huh?
Yeah!
Aww.
Jeff has did a beautiful job with this cabinet. It's my favorite.
I know, this is sexy. I'm excited to take this thing on some adventures.
Yeah!
We spent the morning getting all of our gear organized into the van, going for a quick stroll around the watery block with some friends, and vegging out to the sound of the rain.
We keep hearing weird noises in the van, and for those of you who might have seen one of our earlier episodes, last year when we had this van that we borrowed in Maui, and we had an incident where the door flew open and one of our really super awesome dive cameras actually fell out the sliding door and we ran it over. So now, like, every time we turn, every noise we hear, I'm super paranoid that something's gonna go flying out the van, so I really hope it doesn't. Turkeys! What are you doing? I won't eat you, don't worry. Now we are getting ready to go on a night dive. All right, taking the scuba van for its maiden voyage. Tank's back here, all set up, ready to go. We've got our little ghetto rig scuba setup down here. We are getting ready to do a pretty unique dive that I think you guys are gonna find to be really interesting. I don't know exactly what to expect, but it should be pretty sweet. And we'll see you guys underwater.
I just ruined your whole shot.
Or did you make it better?
I don't know.
Hi.
Ooh, I've never done this at
The night
before.
shot?
This is
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
We look like aliens.
Yeah, we do. And my forehead isn't helping the team either. It definitely gives me that alien look.
Here we go.
There's so much life down here. This is absolutely stunning. Oh wow, look at this nudie ring. never seen a mantis shrimp at all. This is pretty crazy. Look at his eyes. Nuts. Wow. I know, right? He looks like a cartoon character with those eyes.
And then, as we all had our heads buried in the sand, this manta took us completely by surprise.
He's swimming right over my head. I could reach out and touch him. Probably attracted to her light. But man, that guy just came out of the darkness like a man out of hell. Scared the crap out of me on this thing.
It looks scary. What we're doing now is we're gonna be heading down south. We thought we'd go find a nice, beautiful place to wake up at tomorrow. Hopefully we'll go find some squeaky dolphins. That's on the agenda.
Oh, yes.
Yes?
I'm so excited to go to bed. That drive took us way longer than it needed to. We went the wrong way like 3 times. It was an awesome day. Pretty stoked for it. I'm not even making sense right now. I'm so sleepy.
Wish us luck tomorrow with the dolphins. Have a good night. We are here at Two Step, and this place is beautiful. Morning, babe. How'd you sleep?
So good.
Yeah?
The best ever. Still waking up.
I could
I
tell.
had a dream about a manta.
Did you really?
I was with the manta.
Oh man, that's awesome. Good dreams, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. Right there. That, my friends, is what happens when you scuba dive all day without brushing your hair at all in between.
I don't see any dolphins. Do you see any?
Nah, I looked for a little bit.
Yeah, like a lot of times in the mornings, the spinner dolphins here, they come, they're nocturnal, so in the mornings they come to like protected harbors. They kind of like half sleep and swim around all together in big pods. And it's really common to see them in this area in the morning, especially really early like this. I'm actually really surprised they're not here.
Yeah, me too. Breakfast of Champions. What's making us?
Peanut butter sandwich. Sammy.
Toast it?
Yeah. It's probably not going to be that good because we don't have any like oil or butter to grill the bread, but
I think it's pretty awesome.
we're going to give it a whirl.
Grilled to perfection. That's amazing. Peanut butter, passion fruit jam, and bananas. Oh, grill it too. Makes it all warm and gooey. Oh man. We are entering a place called Kealakekua Bay, or Captain Cook Bay. And it's pretty cool. It is where Captain Cook landed his first and second time. And it is also the place where he died, where he got killed by the ancient Hawaiians. Not ancient, it was like a couple hundred years ago. But.
Our morning dolphin search was a bust, so we cruised back to Kona to begin another hunt. This time, we would be on the lookout for the bigger, toothier, and much less squeaky predator, the tiger shark. We scurried our way over the lava rocks and down to the beach to the exact same site that we just dove the night before. These waters have become notorious for in-your-face tiger shark encounters as the animals pass through the channel and into the harbor to pick at scraps left behind by fishermen. If you've seen one of our older episodes at this same site, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The conditions were beautiful as we made our way through the shallows towards deeper water.
We have reached a depth of about 50 feet. We're kind of traversing our way across the dive site.
The dive was pretty awesome, but we still hadn't found what we were looking for. So we decided to swap over to fresh tanks and give it another go.
In the middle of the harbor again.
So I went again.
And I looked for tiger sharks again.
And I met the President of the United States again.
All right, it is round 2. Let's do this. Here we go.
We had ventured out pretty far, into about 100 feet of water, when we heard some dolphins in the distance.
I hear the squeaky dolphins. Come to me, dolphins. Come to me.
As we swam further and further out, we didn't find any dolphins, but we did bump into this little guy, who we followed even further into the deep. By this point, we were running low on air and nearing our no decompression limit. So we chalked it up to another miss and started heading back. And just when we had given up...
Tiger! Nate, tiger shark! Kona, you still got it. Oh my god. We have totally given up on the dive. We were making our way back. We went up shallow to conserve our air and not even looking for anything. And all of a sudden I looked left, and there was a giant tiger shark swimming right at us. Oh my god. Every time you give up and stop looking so hard, that's when you see the cool stuff. That was so awesome. I'm sure our footage was pretty bad, but I don't even care. That was so cool. May very well be my favorite dive site ever, anywhere.
Oh, dude. Spotted eagle ray kind of took us on a ride. I was trying to get Jordan like in the background, spotted eagle ray in the foreground, you know, and we were out there super deep for a long time. And as I was like, oh man, we are really out here. We should start heading back. Looking at my gauge, looking at my depth, looking at my gauge. I was like, oh man, I've been cutting it close. And literally right after I'm thinking that, I look up and there's a tiger shark coming right at us. Fortunately, my first reaction was not to hit record, it was to go, shark, shark! So.
Nate doesn't like the commentary that I provide while he's driving, so I've finally been banished to driving for the rest of the trip. I don't really love driving, so I'm kind of bummed about it, but I kind of see where he's coming from.
Yeah, we just parked the Scuba Steed in its parking lot for the evening. I think we're just gonna chill and edit a little bit tonight. So that's the game plan. We got a beautiful beach. A place called Old Airport Beach. Is the site of the original Kona Airport. That's why it's called that. I've missed this. I think I'll always really consider Hawaii my home. Kona, even though it's the island that I lived on the least amount of time, it really connected with me. It's just raw nature here, and I don't know, maybe the friendships I found, or the more of the adventurous spirit of the people that are here, but I love Kona. I love Big Island. Every time I come back here, it just feels right to me. But I'm not ready to plant my roots yet. I don't know if I ever will be. I guess that's maybe what this is all about. This Drenched series is about exploring and Even the word drenched. Yeah, we get wet every episode, but it's more than that. I hope you guys are starting to see that. We hope that it's inspiring you to get drenched in life. Get out there and do stuff. And I'll say honestly, like it does for us even. Like sometimes it's like, oh man, we got to go get content. We got to go on a hike today. We got to go do something. So thank you for that, guys, because it's a two-way street. Thanks for coming along the journey, and thanks for pushing us to continue to show you more of the world that we live in. And whether that be trains, planes, or sailboats, we hope that you guys have been enjoying that.
Good night, son. We'll see you tomorrow. This is legitimately your fault, I have to say. We try to be kind to each other and not put the blame, but this is 100% Nate's fault. What's going on? What you doing?
I don't know. I'm pretty embarrassed by it. I literally came over here, made sure that the keys weren't locked in here, saw them on the bed. I was like, oh good, we didn't lock them in there. Saw them on the bed of the thing, and then proceeded to lock the van and lock them in there. So, I'm a dope. A dope with some...
You get it?
Dope with some keys in his hand though, whatever. Well, good morning. We slept awesome in the van here at Old A's, the old airport. I'm just kind of cooking up some breakfast at the moment. Oh, geez.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is what Jordan looks like before she shaves every morning.
So I thought I was gonna try and photobomb the back of Nate while he was talking, but,
But
I wasn't sneaky enough.
Okay, I can flip this whole thing.
Let's find out. Good thing we have a giant bag in case we spill it all. Ooh!
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. This is a cooking show now, YouTube. You didn't know. You didn't know I had other talents other than scuba diving.
Oh baby. Made the yummiest treats.
Hash browns, eggs, baked beans, coffee.
You got the lounger. This is how you do breakfast, people. Right here. Yum, yum, yum. Bye, baby.
Bye. It's been fun. I'll see you in a couple days.
Yeah. I would get out, but I'm not wearing pants. This is where we say our goodbyes.
Alright.
Have fun.
Bye.
I see you. I love you. I miss you. Nate is so weird. I told him I could take these fins, but he's tied them with like dental floss or something. They're gonna get lost for sure, but I love you anyways. I apologize for the obnoxious leaf blower noise in the background. I'm gonna go up to the northern part of the island and I'm gonna go check out an area that's called Pololu Valley. And it's supposed to be really beautiful, and it's like really dramatic cliff sides with a valley down into like a black sand beach. Yeah, so this will be my first time attempting to like film and drive by myself. Normally it's me and Nate. I'm gonna see what I can do to get some nice scenery without crashing the van into oncoming traffic. So let's see how that goes. You know you're on a volcanic island when you're driving along and you find this massive lava tube just chilling on the side of the road. Let's go take a little peek inside and see what we can find. Let's go! This lava tube is so crazy, and if you were like anywhere else in the US, this would be like a huge tourist attraction with like an entrance fee. And here on Big Island, it's literally just a thing on the side of the road that you can like stop and walk into. Very cool. Back to the van and onward to Pololu. Pololu.
stuck a sewing needle under his eyeball, pushed it all the way to the back of his eye socket, and wiggled it around to test his theory on optics. It's nasty, right? Yeah.
Made it, and it is beautiful, but it is insanely windy, so I'm guessing that anything I say out there is just gonna sound like so I apologize in advance for any offensively loud wind sounds, but it's gonna be awesome and beautiful, and I'm really excited to show you this really cool spot.
The seductive pirates strut, you swept me right off my feet.
I think I'm about halfway down, and it's opened up into this like beautiful vista with the most incredible view of these cliff sides and just an angry roaring ocean, and it's super windy. It is just, this is so awesome.
We only met by night.
Look at that valley. I love Hawaii. This trail is so cool because it's a mixture of like these beautiful dramatic landscapes, and then it also has this really cool kind of lush tropical jungle vibe. Nate, whatever you're doing right now, wherever you are, I bet it's not as nice as this. Sorry to say that. But I'm thinking about you, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you. But in the meantime, I'm having a pretty great time. And the first thing you notice as you get down here is that you can hear, feel the roar of the ocean. It's very impressive.
Now no one, neither friend nor foe, can cause a ripple in our pond. Now in a home on Downing Street.
The next few days without Nate were a blur of more failed dolphin hunts, night dives, catching up with friends, eating delicious vegan food, and when in doubt, more scuba. Before I knew it, it was time to dry out my gear and pack up.
Whew, all right, I am running late. I'm trying to pack as quick as I can so I don't miss my flight. I'm sweating like a pig, but I did want to stop for 1 second and say a special thank you to all of the people that helped make this trip amazing. Jeff and Sarah, we love you. Can't wait to see you again somewhere in this world. Also would like to say thank you to Kona Honu Divers for lending us gear and tanks and taking us out on your boat. If you guys have seen some of our Big Island episodes that we put out last year, we did some pretty cool stuff and we had some pretty cool encounters, and I guess I kind of thought we were going to be able to recreate that on this trip again, and we didn't exactly, but it was still really fun. That's what diving's all about. It's you win some, you lose some, and in the end it has to just be about the pleasure of diving and the pleasure of being in the ocean. As long as every day in the water is a good day, then that's all it takes. So anyways, I've got to get ready like right now. I'm so late, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this trip to the Big Island, and I am really looking forward to sharing our next adventures with you. Have a good one.
Don't miss our next episode as we head back to the Caribbean for a catch-up with our old pals on board Sophisticated Lady and make new friends with the crew of SV Delos.